Hi there, good evening, and welcome to another episode of the Silver Screen Show. Thanks for joining us on this. Actually, it's quite mild actually today, isn't it? It's not as cold
It's
as it was.
much warmer than it was the
We'll
last
call it a
couple of days.
moderately cold day. It's been a while actually since our last show. So Mo, how have you been in the last month or so? I've not
Yeah,
seen
I
you
know.
for a while.
I've been out for a while. I'm very, very glad to be back again.
You were benched for a few weeks now, like
Yeah.
unacceptable
It
behaviour.
was just work, just loads of
Work.
deadlines, and you needed to work late hours. Couldn't watch the films, which is why I didn't turn up.
Fair enough. You can just blag it, man. I blag half the show, so it's all good. Right, so today we've got Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, and Star Wars. So we shouldn't drag on too long today, hopefully, depending on how long the Star Wars rant takes. But
Yeah.
we'll leave that till later on. Right, so to kick things off, first film, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. This literally came out this week, actually, on my birthday.
Yeah.
I will not reveal my age. It is confidential now. So this stars Dwayne Johnson, Karen Gillan, Jack Black, and Kevin Hart in an ensemble cast. It's a remake of, well, not remake, it's more like a reboot.
It's
I
not a
think.
remake,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
sequel kind of thing from the popular 90s version starring Robin Williams. But the twist here is that instead of the game coming to them, they go into the game. And it's kind of adapted to the new generation, smartphones, gaming, all that stuff. Instagram, the whole lot is a lot of connections to the current pop culture. So let's kick this off. So I don't think you had a full chance to watch the movie fully.
No,
so
I had to leave halfway through.
Okay.
So I'm gonna bar myself from.
Okay, so I'll
giving
let
out
you
opinions.
ask me the questions then for this one. Then.
So this film was a long film. It was longer than
2 hours.
I was thinking it was gonna be. But nowadays all films are pretty long, aren't they?
I think 2 hours is now the standard for
Yeah.
these movies now. So
Anyway, going into how this film came about,
Yeah.
the trailers were very, very underwhelming. And I thought, whenever I
Yeah.
watched the trailers, I thought, oh, this is gonna be one of those
Like,
crap films. Yeah, that the Rock will just be the Rock.
raise
and-
eyebrows, be a bit, all this general stuff. To be honest, I didn't really watch the trailers much. I kind of thought, you know what, the trailer is not really going to affect my decision. I'm going to watch it regardless because Jumanji, connected to the past. And
Exactly. Yeah.
it's a good cast. It looks fun. I'll watch it. I try not to let trailers sway me too much nowadays because even people can meta analyze a 3-minute clips. So
Yeah, and good trailers can turn out to be bad. Bad trailers turn out to be
I've
good.
just kind of got a gut instinct. I mean, look, it's a good cast. All the actors are great. They're funny. Let's see what goes. So, yeah. So,
What did you?
I loved it actually.
What did you think
It's
overall?
a great
Yeah.
movie. I wouldn't say it's the best film there, but I would say it is on par with probably the original. Because actually on Rotten Tomatoes, I know it's a while ago, but that's on 60, 70, 80%.
No, it's around 80 something.
It's not.
Was it not?
No, it's around 70. It's in the 70, 80 range. This is in its similar range. So they're both equally
All right.
received critically, and I think this film was great fun. I mean, if you go in there, just expecting that level of, it's just a popcorn film. You watch it, it's funny. It's got its jokes. The characters are amazing. The storyline's pretty funny actually,
Yeah.
and it's roaring fun.
So what's the premise? What is the actual
Okay.
premise of the storyline?
So basically, a bunch of kids. They're all delinquents, shall we say, in their own ways.
Misfits.
Yeah, they're misfits essentially.
Yeah.
You got your stereotypical. You got the nerd. You got the jock. You got the diva, the drama queen, and you also got the one who's I don't know who I am, just too cool for anything. She's on her own, a loner, essentially. So they ended up being put into detention, and instead of doing some mundane tasks that they've been assigned to, they find the Jumanji game. So brief story: the Jumanji is not a board game anymore; it's now a video game, and it's kind of well done in the way it just becomes a video game because it gets ignored at the beginning. It's oh, what the hell? They're not playing board games anymore.
Yeah.
It's gonna become a video game. That's it. End of. There's no convoluted method of why it became a video game. How it just
Yeah, it makes you wonder who's the coder.
yeah, it literally just became a cartridge and that's it. So they plug it in and they play it and they get sucked into the game. So the twist here is that they become the avatars that they select. So at the beginning they will select a character and then in the game they become the person that they. The thing is that you don't see the characters, you see the names and stuff.
Yeah.
So the twist here is that they become things that they're not expected. So the geek nerd guy, he's suddenly 6'5", 500-pound beefcake,
Yeah.
with pecs everywhere and muscles.
The Rock, basically.
Yeah, he's super confident. You got the jock, yeah, right. He's in the real life, he's a tall guy, athletic, but in here he's Kevin Hart. So he's half his size. Yeah. He's a very diminutive, and he's the sidekick to the Rock's character. So he's, and then you got Jack Black. He's playing the teenage Instagram, beauty queen.
The diva.
Girl. The diva, the Mean Girls character. So she becomes the avatar says curvaceous genius. So she's thinking Kevin that way was actually it's just a middle-aged chubby guy.
Curvaceous genius.
So that's how she ends up choosing that character. And like the girl who's really like insecure about herself becomes like this like kick-ass attractive lady. So the thing is here, what works is like all these characters, actors are playing roles they don't really play. Like The Rock is playing some insecure teenager. Jack Black is playing some sort of teenage beauty queen. I think Kevin Hart's the only one who's playing like a role he's really usually plays like kind of. I get it, I'm short, I'm a bit insecure about my height, all those jokes. And Karen Gillan, like she's playing a girl who's not really confident about her body and she's a bit timid, like what the hell am I, look at me, all that stuff. So I think what works is that most of the actors are playing roles they usually associate with, so it kind of mixes it up in that sense. And yeah, they just basically have to get to the end. And there's a lot
End of the game.
End of the game, yeah. So it's got a lot of gamer references, which you'd like. If you're a gamer, you love them. You're talking about NPCs, cutscenes, you know, all this, you know, lives. You've got little jokes in it. And it comes out really well, actually. It connects pretty well with the crowd nowadays. I think they adapted all of that pretty well.
I thought, so the first however minutes I watched, I thought the idea that they mix up their characters.
Yeah, the body
cool idea.
Was,
I saw this last day in Scooby-Doo.
Okay.
Remember in Scooby-Doo, the second Scooby-Doo film, their souls go from one body to another, and Velma is Shaggy, Shaggy is Daphne.
Okay, and the body swapping always makes a nice concept.
But this is a similar thing, because it adds a dynamic of humor that you otherwise wouldn't be able to get.
Exactly, there are a lot of jokes in this actually. I mean, it's not as PG as the original, so I definitely say that. It's more of it's a 12A. There's a few jokes that are a bit more risque, shall we say.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just a little warning out there. It's not for all the family, but you know, it's a good. I mean, it's pretty savage at times as well. Actually, I mean, it's very, very like animals are pretty like dangerous. Like when they say you got live, they literally, you know, stuff happens.
So the hippo eat up.
Exactly, and it's pretty like, whoa, where did that come from? But if I was going to say anything bad, I mean, the villain is totally unnecessary. Van Pelt, it's the same villain from the original Jumanji, like another descendant or something.
Oh, right.
But it just felt like there was no need to have the villain in it. It could have worked perfectly well just saying, you guys are here, get to here, and the jungle will try and kill you.
Yeah, it becomes more adventure rather.
There's no subplot.
Yeah.
Here it's like, there's this other guy, he wants this gem, and this gem gives him all this power, then the gem got stolen. They're going to return the gem to the dragon or tiger statue. I'm like, well, it would just work. Here's a gem, just put it in this place, then. And I think the parts where it slows down is definitely whenever this villain appears, which is a bit disappointing, to be honest.
And it distracts from the actual, what makes the film actual fun.
Basically the cast is what makes that film absolutely fun. It's like the four characters work well, and they work well with each other. There's a little chemistry and there's a little antagonism between each other. You know, the scenes when like Jack Black is trying to teach I'm gonna keep calling him by the actor's name. So the scene with Jack Black's character is teaching Karen Gillan's character how to flirt, because you know she's obviously insecure about her body. She's never done it before, and he's like walking around doing the poses and the struts and like flipping his hair and stuff. So like, no, they all have really good banter with each other, and like
that is hilarious.
Yeah, so I mean, I've never actually seen Jack Black usually gets typecast in like the toilet humor roles. This is pretty different, and he looks like he really enjoyed being a 17-year-old girl in high school. So
that's good. We don't see enough of him, do we?
Yeah,
he's actually quite funny. I've seen a few interviews where he's quite funny.
Yeah, so I think I think the 2-hour pad time is from that villain. I think cut off half an hour out of him.
Oh, right.
They randomly cut back to him like, yo, I'm angry. I want to find these kids. I want to kill them. I'm like, just forget this guy, man. I think that must have been a decision from the producers. Like, we need a bad guy in this film to.
As you always do.
Yeah, but they could have done it without it. But I mean.
Just make the game the bad guy.
Yeah, just say the jungle's gonna kill you. Why? Because it's the jungle.
Yeah.
It's just animals. They're gonna murder you. Anything else which I got here? I mean, there are a few plot holes, to be honest. Like the scene at the end where.
Let's not spoil. It's not a
spoil, but like the final scene where like, they've got the plan. Like you're like thinking, did they even think of that plan? Like it doesn't really work if you think about it. And it just happened by luck. So, but.
Oh, okay. Plot armor, as you always
but
have.
It's just like, you know, it's one of those films you really wouldn't be too fussed about it. It's Jumanji, man. It's not. I feel like Star Wars, you got to critique every single scene here. You just move on with it, man, and you just enjoy it. So, yeah, I mean that's about it.
No, glad to hear. I'll
definitely get back to watching the other 1.5 hours if you get a chance.
Oh, definitely, I will. I was a big fan of Jumanji when it came out back in the days.
I mean, there's one scene which is pretty funny. It's like, because in a game, they'll find out they can check out their like statuses, like strengths and weaknesses. So they all like just press like a button, their heart, and like it comes up saying strengths, weaknesses, and like the Rock is like strengths, everything, weakness, none. It's just like, And then they all got little things like that. So it's got little Easter eggs and stuff. So and I loved it. I think anyone who's in this, who is familiar with the pop culture, definitely.
Yeah, and these days everyone's a hipster, everyone's a geek, everyone plays games.
Exactly. So it's
I'm sure even The Rock plays. He's got a PlayStation and plays games.
To be honest, he's like perfect role for The Rock. He literally is a video game character, and here he's a video game character. He's just like punching guys into the sky and like saying uppercuts, and they go through the roof. So yeah, I mean, initially, the reaction was very negative. People were like, "Oh, this is gonna suck. Like, why are they ruining my childhood?" I'm like, calm down. You don't see one picture. Like, give the film a chance.
I'm glad they mixed it up so people cannot exactly compare it to the older film.
You really can't compare it because the storylines are very different. They go in two different directions.
This could have been any other name. The name of the game could have been anything else. And
exactly. I think it's always because the Jumanji tag was on it.
Yeah.
I mean, there is pretty much now everyone just has to analyze and be negative on any film.
Yeah.
Like,
everyone's a critic.
Yeah, I'm like, just give
everyone's a critic.
Yeah, but I've watched this film. Okay, fair enough, it's decent. I don't want to see one screenshot of it like a year before the film comes out and just hate on it, which is a bit unnecessary.
Well, if you were to summarize it down to a few words, would you say people should watch it?
Definitely, I'll say it's great fun. I mean, it is what it is. I think the cast is definitely what makes the film so much more better than it could have been.
You know, The Rock and Kevin Hart have done a few films now. I think this is their third film together.
The last one's pretty poor, Central Intelligence. So
that was pretty bad.
But
you could still see their chemistry working, which was the only saving grace in that film.
Exactly, and here, I mean, this one and the other two are also great. So I think definitely watch it just for those four because they work really well together. And I mean, there possibly will be a sequel probably.
Is there a sequel made in the end?
It's not as obvious. They don't make it. I mean, like. It's not that blatant, like Rings, at the end of Rings, like it's just so obvious it's gonna be a sequel. This one is kind of like, they can make one if they want, to be honest. If they don't, they don't have to. They kind of leave it open-ended. So.
Yeah, it's an adventure tale, and it's an open-ended adventure tale.
Exactly.
So you can always put someone else in.
Yeah, exactly. There's no reason to use these same characters. It was like you come back as a MP3 player or whatnot, and go back in time in the in the 2000s and do it there.
Come back in as Batman.
But yeah, definitely. If you got something to do, Christmas breaks up now, go out and watch it. You love it. It's great fun, and you shouldn't really be offended by it too much. So yeah.
Not too much.
Not too much. There's always something to be offended by, so